Now let's get back to the mail-in ballots. We're still waiting for some of them to be counted, and once they all have to get in by tomorrow to the registrar's office. Then the next big focus on ballots that need curing we've been telling you about. Those are ones that had some signature issues, most likely. Either it doesn't match what's on record for the voter, or maybe the voter forgot to sign the ballot or the outside of the envelope. Kristen Drummond's live outside the Clark County Election Center. She's been following this part of the process very closely for us for days. And you have an update for us tonight, Kristen?
Absolutely, Jim. Now, we do know that the last day to cure your ballot is Monday by 5 p.m. Clark County has been notifying voters to let them know if they need to go through the cure process, because they need to verify if that person mailed in that ballot or put it in the drop box at the vote centers. And a reminder, if you do not cure your ballot, your vote will not count. Clark County has so far identified more than 14,000 ballots to cure this election. About 4,900 have been fixed. So that leaves more than 9,600 just right now that need voter verification. That number growing each day this week as mail ballots kept coming in. Now, one voter who did fix his ballot is Carlos Herrera. He received a voicemail from the county. Herrera says he's grateful he did not dismiss the message as spam, and he called back.
It took about 5 minutes for them to ask me 3 simple questions to verify my identity. And that was it. My ballot was submitted, and they let me know that it was going to take a few days for my ballot to be counted and to keep checking constantly.
Herrera says the biggest hassle with the process, waiting about 20 minutes on the hotline. Now, there are about 20 people taking calls, according to the Registrar of Voters, Joe Gloria, but the county may improve wait times this weekend.
Once we finish with the majority of our counting tomorrow, we'll be able to shift staff over to increase that number. So if you're getting those reports, I'll be sure that I look into that so that we can increase support there.
He's talking about reports when I asked him a question regarding some voters taking about 20 minutes to get into that hotline. Now, if the county does contact you via a phone call, text, email, or by mail, do not ignore it. The fastest way to fix your ballot is by calling this number on your screen. The hotline will be open those hours each day through Monday at 5 when the cure ends. Now, you definitely want to make that call, because right now, if you need to go through that cure process, your ballot is in limbo. And if you do not verify you are the person on that ballot, then it will not count during this election.
Now, we've been talking about mail-in ballots here. There are also more than 9,600 ballots that still need to be cured. Something needs fixing in order to be counted for this year's midterm election. And Kate Munch shows us how volunteers are tracking down those voters before the approaching deadline.
Yeah, Jim, members of the Culinary Union were out today knocking on doors and even making phone calls, urging voters to fix errors that are wrong with their ballots so that their votes can count. Today, I tagged along with Linda Hunt, who spent 8 hours canvassing.
Door after door. Linda Hutt has been at it since 9 a.m.
We noticed that your ballot had not been counted.
Hunt is one of 200 Culinary Union workers helping Clark County voters cure their ballots.
We get a list, and we go to each address, we knock, and then we wait for the voter to answer, and if they don't answer, then we call them.
If your ballot needs to be cured, it most likely means your signature needs to be verified. And until you do it, your ballot can't get counted in the midterm election.
Call that hotline number, put it on the speaker, and they will ask you 3 short questions, and you can verify that information. That's the number to
I already called.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
And then my voter is correct.
Correct. All right. Yay. Yeah. There you go, dear.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, and I am so glad your vote has been cured and your voice is heard.
In addition to door knocking, Culinary Union canvassers also set up a phone bank, primarily focused on reaching union voters. It's a big effort focused on re-electing Nevada Senator Catherine Cortez Masto. Hunt, who took a political leave of absence from her work to support the election, says she's determined.
This is my third time coming to her house.
And although some voters didn't answer every door knock, she says it's been a successful mission.
That's what makes it significant for me, you know. And me being out here and knowing that people are excited because of the fact that they know now for sure, 100%, that their voice have been heard.
Now, Hunt and other Culinary Union members will be out this weekend continuing to canvass. The deadline to cure your ballot is November 14th at 5 p.m. If you haven't heard from the Culinary Union and possibly need to cure your ballot, we have that information on our screen, that phone number that you can call to go ahead and take care of that.
Now, Joe Gloria told us that the count sits around 50,000. You may be saying, Kyle, you said that same number yesterday. You know, Gloria kind of clarified and said that, you know, these are estimates that he's giving to us and they have a little better hold of the numbers today. So it's just a little bit over 50,000 ballots left to count. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown here. He tells us that there's 15,900 that are going to be tabulated and updated to the system later today. There's 34,130 at the tray inspection and counting board, so those have still yet to be processed fully. This total does not include the 9,659 ballots that need to be cured or the 5,555 provisional ballots. They picked up 104 mail-in ballots today, and the mail-in ballots will be accepted through tomorrow. That is the deadline. Tomorrow is the last day that they can accept mail-in ballots. And Monday is actually going to be the deadline for curing those ballots. And Gloria keeps harping on the message to have folks call into the hotline if their ballot needs curing. He says that all their machines are up in operation. Have a full staff ready to go, and he says his crew can realistically finish a majority of these ballots by tomorrow.
We want to get as many as we can in today. We're pretty certain that it won't be completed today. So tomorrow, as I had mentioned in the previous conferences, we should be done with the majority of those ballots. The only thing we're getting in tomorrow is one more day of mail. I would be very surprised if that's a large number. So.
Gloria also again today defended the transparency here at election headquarters, saying that they've been going above and beyond to make sure everyone can see the counting process and that they've been doing more than the law requires. And he also says that they should have another update this evening. Wasn't particularly sure on what time that would be, maybe around 6 o'clock this evening, but we should see an update numbers for Clark County. And also there'll be another press conference tomorrow around the same time, around 11:30, to update the press on more information on those ballot numbers, and we'll get that information out to you, so stay right here on News 3.
Hi everybody, I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links, and also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.